Don't forget to like and subscribe, and share your opinion down below. Our stories today are from the subreddit r/relationship advice. Check the description for the source and timestamps. My mother is convinced I'm mentally disabled. I was 13 when she told me to my face that one of her children turned out to be disabled, meaning me, and her heart breaks because of it. When I asked her how am I disabled, she said that I have severe communication issues and that I have no friends, which made no sense to me because I had a lot of friends back then. I didn't hang out with them too much outside of school because she wouldn't let me. Out of the times I was invited to hang out, she let me go maybe once a month, and any parties I was invited to I was not allowed to go. Around this time, she also started commenting on my body, saying that my ribs weirdly stick out. I was malnourished because there was never enough food at home. Some days there was no food at all, and in her opinion it meant I had bone cancer, so she dragged me to a doctor who looked at her like she was crazy. After that she dropped the cancer thing and continued to tell me that I'm mentally disabled and how it affects her. But when I'd actually get sick and ask her to take me to a doctor, she'd always disregard me. She also wouldn't let me buy basic hygiene products, shower gel, body lotion, razors, deodorant, dental floss, hair conditioner, pads. She would buy these herself and keep them hidden. She would share them as she would see fit, so I'd get a shower and actually clean myself with shower gel only once a week. I'd get one disposable razor in 3 months. Dental floss and lotion was only for her though, and I was never allowed to use them, etc. Saying that I can't have my own because that's too expensive. I lived in constant discomfort because of this. I hated not being able to take care of myself, but I tried my best with what I had. She used this to support her argument that I'm disabled because healthy people take care of themselves. She also had this idea that I don't do anything. I like to have music playing as a background noise most of the time. I can't even count the number of times she got angry at me for lying to her. She would yell at me for not doing anything and just sitting in my room listening to music all day. And when I'd tell her that I like it as a background noise and that I don't just sit with my hands in my lap and actually do other things, she wouldn't believe me. She literally thought that I wasn't capable of doing anything while music was playing. At 18 I got accepted into university and moved out. I thought that maybe now finally she will see that I'm fine on my own and that she was wrong. I texted her about once a week to ask how things were back home. She always complained about something and never once asked me how I'm doing, and when she told me at Christmas that I'm not welcome home because I'd be taking up resources, I decided to cut her off. I didn't message her for a couple months and then she started messaging me and calling me saying that I'm obviously having trouble being on my own. I told her I'm doing fine, I just don't feel like talking to her. She told everyone in the family and her friends. So then of course I started getting phone calls and texts from them telling me how horrible I am and that my mother is just worried for her child. After some time, she reached out to me, said that she's sorry if I ever felt like she was treating me badly. I decided to forgive her and work on having a good relationship with her, because I've always wanted that. I thought we were moving forward, but last time she said she's tired of pretending in front of me and that I'm just mentally ill. And said she doesn't say it as an insult but as a simple fact. She told me this after I expressed to her that I'm not interested in talking 4 hours daily, because I have things to do. She said I don't talk to anyone besides her, which is absolutely not true, and I don't understand why she would think this, and it's unhealthy to not have any social interaction, and that's why I need to be talking to her. I hate to say it, but I just feel hate towards her now. Like, how does she continue to treat me this way and think of me this way? How is me being a normal human being not enough proof for her that I'm not mentally ill or disabled? Now for some comments. Hi, yeah. Your mom is displaying toxic behaviors and you are not responsible for her deficiencies. Don't let her get to you and do what makes you happy. The very rational way you are typing this makes me think you are an intelligent and reasonable person. It's very cool you developed yourself in such a way without much support from your parents. You say you are doing fine on your own and I honestly believe you. You keep doing you and remove toxicity from your life. People who are in a deep well like to drag others down with them. Don't get dragged down. The climb back up is unbelievably hard. Does your mother show signs of Munchausen syndrome? In your eyes? Sounds like she may do emo. Definitely displaying very toxic behavior. I'm really sorry you had to grow up in this environment and believing her BS. Sometimes it's best to go no contact. Just because their blood doesn't mean they deserve a spot in your life. Partner doesn't help with baby or housework. I work full time. Resentment is building. Hi all, quick background to my situation. I was with my boyfriend of 2 years when got pregnant. I wanted the baby, he didn't. Pressured me into abortion. I said no, moved to the suburbs and decided to do it alone without him. Spend most of the pregnancy alone isolated in the apartment through the pandemic. My family lives far away and I am in this current city due to work. Baby was born last year. I work in a full-time managerial and leadership position in a company and worked until the day my waters broke. After birth the ex-boyfriend reappeared, in love with baby, decided they wanted to stay. I was reluctant because I couldn't see myself with him after he left when I was pregnant. But decided to give the relationship a chance. I didn't want to return to work and have passive income that would allow me to pay the bills and survive until I decided to return to the workforce. Partner disagreed and put pressure on me to return because we could only afford the loan for a house with both of our salaries. I was not happy but returned. I am unhappy ever since. In the end the whole wages are eaten up by childcare. I spend little time with my daughter and the moments I am with her I am not really there because my work is too demanding mentally and emotionally. This brings me to the other topic. I have been working from home and partner in the office. All the bulk of the housework is on me. I clean everything. I am responsible that bills are paid on time, that all the household running duties are being met, laundry is done, gifts are bought for birthdays, ironing is done, kitchen is clean, etc. On the top of that I also care for the baby, change diapers, give bath, feed, etc. Playing time with between me and baby is rare. Partner doesn't do any of these things. He believes spending 2 hours with baby while I am in a meeting is a huge thing. In fact, he is just playing with baby and when my meeting finishes, I have to change the diaper, prepare the bottle, prepare nursery bag, etc. etc. I get the feeling that he believes that him being around is help. It is not. In fact, I feel like I have another baby to look after, him. This is unsustainable. I am about to explode. I have been building resentment towards this situation. Yesterday baby didn't go to nursery, so I had to look after baby and work at the same time the whole day. This happens most Fridays. When partner arrived home, I had fed baby and was getting the bath ready for baby. Took baby's clothes off, there was poo. Shouted to partner to please bring the wipes that were in the kitchen. Silence. Shouted again. Silence. Went myself to get the wipes while trying to manage the poo situation. Got the wipes, partner was checking the phone, texting I don't know who. Came back to clean baby, wrapped the dirty nappy, asked partner to get the nappy while I bathed baby. Silence again. Finished baby's bath, threw the nappy in the trash myself. Partner was cooking some dinner for himself. I was not hungry. Finished getting baby ready. Baby went to play with dad. At this stage I was annoyed already. Partner wanted to watch some game that only works on the computer. I, myself, set up the computer with the game and plug it on the TV while he sits on the couch. Suddenly the screen goes a bit darker. Computer has low battery. I, myself again, plug the charger. And it is not working. The computer doesn't charge. At this stage I am exhausted. This is my work computer. The computer that I told him many times I don't want to use for any purposes other than work. But he managed to make it also his official football player. The computer has to be working next Monday. Actually it should be working during the weekend too. I have a demanding job, remember? Partner said not to worry, we will go to fix it tomorrow. Now. This got me stressed. I know this is just another job for me. With the history above repeating itself every single night, and the fact that I had to fill in the form so he would get a replacement for his lost driving license, he wouldn't do it himself. What makes him think that he will actually get this computer fixed? He won't. I know it. It is just another task on my list. I get annoyed. Started a row. That was the last drop. I take the opportunity to mention, again, that the money overhead we have for me to work is just not worth it. He gets super annoyed. Says I am a horrible person. He is disgusted, that I should go to bed and that if things go on like this he will leave. The events of last night have been happening at least 3 times per week. I am an exhausted woman. I was better when it was just me and my baby. I can't go on like this. Please, is there anything you can suggest that I can do to improve his support? I feel like he is abusive. Am I feeling it correctly or am I being a horrible person and not seeing this? Should I end this relationship? Now for some comments. So, you moved into a house and started raising your child on your own, and did what sounds like a pretty good job at it, then your ex decided to enter your life again, and has caused you more stress by putting all responsibilities on you, expecting you to take care of him, the baby, and everything else. You need to kick him out. Quit your job and live off of passive income, spend time with your baby, and kick his butt out. He has brought nothing to the table except controlling you and making you miserable. He's only around so he doesn't have to send you that child support. I'm shocked you're dealing with him after he was pressuring you to have an abortion. That energy alone should tell you all about his character. In your heart you know what you need to do. Sorry this has happened to you. You're a strong woman, don't ever forget that. Stay-at-home father, 26, feeling stuck in abusive relationship with, 25, girlfriend. First let me start off. I found my career right out of high school. I've been steady in my industry for the past 8 years. We decided I would be a stay-at-home father and work weekends for fun money. She works from home, working on the computer from 9-5 in our living room. We are new parents and doing everything differently. Cloth diapers, elimination communication, and co-sleeping. I'm fully supportive and on board with all of it. This is the issue. I spend 90% of the time with my little one and I love every second of it, but it's hard work using the potty every 30 minutes and using cloth diapers. I also cook every meal, and I'm responsible for laundry and most other house chores, feeding the animals and so on. It's a lot. If something doesn't get done or isn't done right, she lashes out at me and gets loud and threatens to kick me out if I open my mouth. She told me to my face I'm doing the bare minimum as a father. I don't raise my voice. I try to give my reasoning but she shuts me down. I've just started not even responding to her yelling and just saying okay and moving on. If I need her help at any point, she says she's busy and can't or rolls her eyes and gives me attitude. But if I'm busy I have to drop what I'm doing to just get her water when she is fully capable. When I can tell baby needs mom, I hand little one off and mom gives me attitude like she has been burdened by handing baby off. Don't get me wrong, we do have our good moments and she does love the baby. But it seems very bipolar. 1 second, she is pissed at me, the next she is talking about something on TV. I also play video games. This profile is just for that, and I'll play while little one is strapped to me or asleep. I was introduced to video games by my girl and was encouraged to play when we first started dating. Now she freaking hates when I even have it turned on and she immediately starts demanding me to do things as almost to pull me away from doing what I enjoy on a break from all the other stress. She complains she doesn't have time for herself anymore to peruse her hobbies and is jealous I get to play video games so much. When she isn't working, she is laying on the couch scrolling through Facebook on her phone and making us watch TV. I feel stuck and no matter what I do, I'm wrong. Even cooking dinner. In high school I worked in the kitchen of a Japanese restaurant. I can cook. She cannot. She tells me how to cook things or that I do things the wrong way and goes off on me. NSFW part, I try my best to stay intimate with her and show her that I care for her and still have interests and feelings for her, but she doesn't really have much of a response to me even telling her she looks cute today. We haven't had sex since months before baby was born. And I've put in effort trying to warm her up and get in the mood. She said she wanted to wait until she got cleared by the DR. She hasn't, then her excuse was she wants to wait to get the implant, so we don't get pregnant again for a while. She has yet to do that, and I'm totally willing to wear protection, but that doesn't matter. I've asked her what is wrong, and she said she isn't interested in it. Although I'm easygoing and never expect sex, I'm still human, and going half a year without it is getting really hard. I can't leave the house because it's leaving her alone with baby. But she can leave the house at any point in time to go wherever she wants. And she will be gone for a couple hours out shopping. She says that she is doing so much work and is so tired and thinks she is super mom because she breastfeeds. Don't get me wrong. IT is amazing and hard, painful work to breastfeed. But when I've been handling baby all day and chores and getting yelled at during the whole process, the last thing I want to hear is that she is tired. I'm feeling stuck because I could never leave my little one, and even having half custody would absolutely break me, as I come from a split household and went through that my entire life from birth and don't want to put little one through that. I'm crying just thinking about it. I really need help in this weird situation. Thank you for reading this far. It really means a lot to me that you are taking the time to listen to me spew my feelings. Now for some comments. I think you know very well that you have to put your foot down. Your girlfriend has total control over your relationship, and judging by your story, she is not the person who should run this household. Stop giving in to each and every one of her demands. If she insists you do something she's perfectly capable of doing herself, don't do it. Of course, she's going to be mad, but she'll also learn that you can't be bossed around, bit by bit. This woman has lost all respect for you and turns your life into a nightmare if you're not careful. I mean, it's already happening. The only way to get that respect back is to stand your ground and create boundaries. Be the man in your relationship. If you're in a single parity recording state, start recording her abuse. Use this in court and go for full custody. Especially get her to say you can't leave her alone with the baby. If this is a sudden drastic change since the baby arrived, is it possible your GF has postpartum depression? Mood swings, acting completely unlike herself, disinterested in the baby, etc. are all symptoms. If it's new, she needs to see a DR and get help. If this is just part of her personality that has gotten worse, you need out. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the story as much as I did. Don't forget to add me on Twitter, and check the shirts I post on Teespring if you're interested. Links in the description. Until next time.